Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you've been following my journey, you might remember a video I made a while ago about my unconventional way of training. Lately, life has been incredibly hectic again and my ballet point work has been taking a backseat once again. There just aren't enough hours in the day to separate my gym days from my ballet classes. So today I'm officially bringing back my ultimate time-saving hybrid routine. First I did my gym workout and then in the end I did some point exercises and I think it was quite a good workout. I only had my soft, almost dead point shoes with me. So I had to do some very simple exercises, but still, I think it was quite nice strength training for my feet and ankles and my whole body. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Sisu Swan and I am a 49-year-old adult ballerina from Finland. I am an adult ballet late starter, so I picked up my pair of ballet slippers back in 2018 and I try to practice regularly, but with my busy schedule it is a constant struggle. So instead of choosing between the gym or ballet, I'm returning to what works. I am again bringing my point shoes to the gym and I am doing my best to weave my practices together. Longevity, health, and ensuring my muscles don't just waste away. Weight training gives me the structural foundation to stay active and injury-free. I think it is the ultimate investment in my future self. But then there is classical ballet, my absolute passion and beloved hobby alongside oil painting. You might think that heavyweight training and classical ballet are opposites, but I think they are actually the perfect match. Ballet requires immense stability, core control and ankle strength, and I think that the power I build with resistant training directly feeds into my balance and posture, for example on point. And by intertwining them, so doing my point training during my rest periods at the gym, I get the best of both worlds in a single hour. And it is not about following a rigid, perfect routine anymore. It's about being efficient with my time, so I can keep both of these vital elements in my life, no matter how busy things get. Now, you might wonder what it feels like to do ballet point work in a gym. And honestly, it is much more low-key than you would think, because I have done this before, so people around here are pretty much used to seeing me. And the gym is a wonderful place because typically everyone is just entirely focused on their own routine. Everyone is in their own zone, listening to their own music and minding their own business. So no one really cares or pays attention to my ballet shoes. It creates this supportive and comfortable environment where you can just work with your exercises and your personal goals side by side with other customers. At the same time, I have to be honest and say that this is not the ideal way to train classical ballet, not at all, but as a busy adult hobbyist, I just have to do what I can with the time that I have. So some days I am just very busy and this is the only way I can do my training. And for me, this suits well. I think this works. If we analyze the pros and cons of this type of training. I think that the first good aspect is that this way of training keeps my muscle memory and feel in my body. If I take, for example, a week off from Pointe shoes so that I don't wear them at all, I get a sense that my feet and my body loses that specific feeling and strength that comes with the regular Pointe training. So doing even 10 minutes at the gym keeps the muscle memory alive. And in my age and as a late starter, I think that is very important. So I want to continue my exercises regularly so that I don't lose the minimal progress that I have made already. Because if I lose that, then I get the feeling that I have to start from the very beginning again, and I don't want to do that. In addition, training this way kind of forces me to find my center and alignment in a completely different environment and with a different type of floor. So if I can find my balance on a gym floor, I get a feeling that I can find it everywhere. So this is also confidence training. If I can actually do some Pointe exercises at the gym, I'm pretty sure I can do them at the studio. Furthermore, this type of training ensures that I include at least some ballet Pointe work in my week. I think that a 15-minute imperfect practice is way better than 0-minute perfect practice. So if this is the only way I can fit Pointe work in my busy week, then I'm satisfied with this. The biggest downside of this type of training is the lack of feedback. So, of course, there is no teacher to correct my alignment or my movements, and I have to be incredibly careful and self-aware with the movements that I am making. And I think it's also helpful that I'm taking video clips of my exercises, and that way I can also do some self-analysis and look at my body and look at my movements and make some corrections when I see problems. In addition, this training is only for maintenance and not for progress, so I can't try anything new. This isn't the place to push boundaries or learn some complex new choreography. It is strictly for maintaining the basics and repeating what I already know. Furthermore, the flooring is a challenge. So I'm stuck on these grippy black rubber gym mats, and they are okay for basic releves and balance, but they're very small. I have to consistently scout for space so that I don't get in anyone's way. In addition, at first, it may take some courage to put on Pointe shoes next to the squat rack. So you have to block out the fear of judgment. However, luckily, during my gym working hours, the place is mostly empty and everyone is in their own zone. So no one cares. At the end of the day, this hybrid routine is a compromise, but it is a compromise that works for me. As a busy adult, my life just don't fit into a perfect box, and I don't need a perfect schedule to keep my passions alive. I just need to adapt. So if you're also struggling to balance your fitness, your career, and your creative hobbies right now, This is your sign to do whatever you can do today. Even if it's just 10 minutes, just do it. Let me know in the comments below, how do you balance your health and passions when life gets crazy? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.